Why, hello there, and welcome to another Dyrus VOD review. In this game, I completely got my ass kicked, and I just want to review and see what happened and what I could have done better. I don't really play jungle that much, but you'd be surprised that some of the things I do in jungle, but not recently. And I feel like with Gragas, you can really do a lot with engage and other stuff. So, without further ado, let's just get into the video. So the common thought process for NA solo queue right now is basically in NA solo queue, everyone does a start where they smite Gromp or they smite Golems and then they jungle towards top. Generally, I could do like Golems, Red, Wraiths, and gank top or mid, but since this allows me to go and gank top anyways, is what I want to do this game, I just do it anyways because it's good for my bot lane too. In this game, the idea is to gank top pre-6, and then once TF is 6, you want to gank mid, so he can't do the ults as much, you just want to pressure him. And then for later on, if there's any gankable like opportunities bottom, you want to look for that too. So right here you see me jumbling towards top, and I repeat, I sucked ass this game, so you're going to see a lot of deaths. So you'll notice that I skipped Wraiths because I want to get here as fast as possible. I wanted to do red as fast as possible and then hit level 3. And at first it looks pretty good, but let's show you what happens. If you didn't watch it on stream, then you'll be either surprised or you'll be like, wow. So right here I just walk around to go and get the slow on Gnar. And right now he just runs out of Mega Gnar, so he gets a double jump. And so I E on him. And let's pause right here. So the mistake right here was the moment I saw the TP, we needed to run. Because if we don't run, this is what happens. Any moment that you see TP and they have the numbers advantage, don't expect your mid laner to come. You should just back off and just try to salvage the situation. If neither of you die, your mid laner gets ahead and their mid laner slightly falls behind. So even right here, I go up and take some harass, which was a mistake, but I really wasn't expecting them to be able to do this. I think that instead of Eing on Elise, I should E on Gnar, but I feel like they probably would have killed me anyways. I was really surprised that they were able to dive me like this. This is pretty much a Korean level dive. It looks simple, but it's actually really hard to do. And so now me and Riven are pretty screwed this game. But we still, fight the good fight. And there's going to be a lot more painful moments, so let's just move on to the next one. So this is my second jungle clear, and we can still gank top. So I still look to gank top a lot and like support the Riven and give resources to Riven because Riven is supposed to be good against Gnar. And since Gnar has red buff and Riven's lane is pushing in, he needs me to back him up. Otherwise he's at risk of dying really easily. So I just walk up over here and go through the lane. I have no idea what's gonna happen, but I go through here anyways because Gnar has red buff and Gnar can like go for kills on Riven. So if he decides to play it aggressive, I can abuse him. And then here's the next mistake. Since TF is 6, I didn't even realize it. We both got killed again. The biggest mistake here is realizing that TF is 6 and then not ganking the lane and just leaving Riven on an island. Right here I'm like, what the fuck's going on? How is TF already 6? It's really important that I pressure mid now, but in this game I don't really pressure it yet, and I just keep dying. So it was really well played by the enemy team, and then it was a blunder on my part, where for the first gank I should have just backed off when he saw the TP, and for the second gank I should have even ganked. I should have just pressured middle for Diana, because Diana is in a pretty decent spot. But now the game's really hard, And so I keep trying to gank top, and we'll see what happens on the next thing. So this is finally my lucky break in the game. They're fighting bottom, and it looks like I can get some kills. It looks really bad. I wasted Q, I wasted E, I wasted ult. Like, I just did everything wrong. I'm just playing extremely bad. And there's not really much to talk about. We're just getting wrecked. And if I hit my abilities better, I probably would have been able to do a lot more. In this situation, what I should be doing is I did go there correctly, but I shouldn't use my abilities right away. And then if I still had my ultimate, you'll see that I had an opportunity of killing them both here. I think instead of going for the TF kill, I think I should have killed Gnar because he wouldn't get Mega Gnar, and then TF would eventually die, and Mega Gnar wouldn't get the ult off on me, so that was another mistake. But trading kills is not too bad when we're behind, and yeah, this game gets pretty sad. Lots of sadness. Here's another point in the game where I'm really far behind. I died one more time, and what I'm trying to do is play for vision control because without vision we're never going to come back. And right here you see us trying to go for the play on Elise because she's overextended, and then she flashes away, and then we're pretty much dead because we're really weak. I throw the ult out, and thinking that we could fight, I should have not done that. I should have just disengaged. Right now the game's really hard, but surprisingly enough, no one in this game on our team went on tilt. I mean, I started throwing skill shots a lot worse, but everyone was still trying to win regardless of their mentality. These kinds of games are really rare to come across, and even though we're 14-15 or 14-5, everyone was still trying to win the game, and I actually didn't feel as tilted as I normally would have if I've died this many times. At this point, I try to build Aegis because they have AP mid and AP jungler, and Gnar's W does AP damage, so just having Locket's nice. But then I realized that Tom Kench is also going Locket too, so it was already too late. So even though we're really far behind, it's all about grouping and catching people out. I'm standing here because if they walk past here, I can really look for something good. Right here you see me E into TF and ult 3 people. What this does is it gives Kalista damage on Elise, and I just YOLO all in while Riven looks for a TP, and we get a solid 3 kills here, or 2. And then what happens here is pretty sad. I don't think we should be here anymore, but I just kind of try and stay around, try to protect my team. Well, it's kind of funny actually. He doesn't get the lantern, and then now we can just all run away, and we're pretty much back in the game if we keep looking for catches like that. So once again, even though I'm super far behind, you see that I'm just playing for vision and trying to look for catches. I wait in this brush here to see if anyone comes over, but Diana's bot, so I can't stay here. I just try to protect the pink ward, and instead I just sit in here instead because they don't have a ward in there because I checked earlier. So now I'm just going to sit here and wait for something to happen. When you're behind looking for these catches, what's going to change the game. And right here we get a free thresh kill. Well, not free, we use 2 ults, and now what we should do is we shouldn't fight, and I just get CC locked and I overstay like slightly, and then we get owned really badly. So the thing about when you're behind is you need to know how far you can go, and right there it was pretty obvious that we used 2 ults on Thresh. We should not fight until our ults are back up, and we should let Diana split push. If nothing has happened there, it would have been a 2 for 0 because Diana got a kill bottom and we got tower. But instead, now they get 3 kills and they get Baron. And you know, when you come back, you cannot make these mistakes. But this game is still very winnable. Everyone's still trying to win, even though I'm 1-6. It's really important to keep a healthy mindset and not tilt. You'll see it happen to me all the time because 1, I'm pretty burnt out over the game, and 2, it's solo queue. So It's something that I'm trying to improve every day, but it probably won't get that much better. But it's something you guys can also improve too. This is an example of a bad engage. I'm gonna pause right here. If I had went in when TF card ran out, we would have won this fight. So right here I ult them all away. It's pretty decent ult, but since TF gold carded me, I just instantly died almost. I mean, I'm gonna die anyways, but yeah, Tom Kench saves me, and then like this fight's really bad. If I didn't get gold carded here, they would have been a lot lower, and we would have had a chance of winning the fight. The idea of looking for the engage is good. Once they go on tower, it's just the timing. And if my timing was just a little better, we would have gotten a lot more here. You'll see how close this fight was. If I didn't go in for that gold card, I would be alive a lot longer. I'd probably get one more spell rotation off, and my teammates would get more damage off. It's really important to keep track of cooldowns and like ultimates. So that was just a really simple thing I wasn't able to do in the game, and now I'm feeding my ass off. Or I'm already feeding my ass off, but you know what I mean. I thought I would just put this in because this was my second kill of the game. There was not a lot of kills this game, so getting the shutdown was really nice. We still were able to, have the mentality of coming back, and that's really rare in solo queue. So after getting bullied all game, we see TF get caught, which is really good for us. And so I try to catch Gnar. When you have a numbers advantage, it's important to try and go in and, do what you can. For example, when someone's split pushing, as an engager, it's your job to try and encourage your team to go in favorable fights. Sometimes you can't always go, but you should try and use your best judgment. Now that TF is dead and Gnar is low, we can get more breathing space. And right here, Tom Kench baits Elise. Usually when you're far ahead, people generally get really cocky, and this is an example of them being cocky. They don't have numbers, and we have 2 carries here. So we're going to probably get Thresh here. Or let's see what happens. So we're just fighting, and they have someone TPing behind us. We just go on Gnar because he doesn't have Mega Gnar yet. Just trying to survive. Lot gets a good cleanse, Riven gets a good kill, and then we get a good flank on Dan, and all of a sudden we're back in the game off of just one fight because they got caught, and then we looked for more kills, and right here, this is pretty funny. Boom. The Gragas E flash is something really important for engages, and if you do it on heroes that don't have flash up, or champions that don't have flash up, you can pretty much win the game for your team. So that's why flash timers are important. But then here's the blunder of just overstaying and then dying to Vayne. Apparently dying to Zhonya's was 1 second, but regardless, I don't think that would have been worth it. If we had all been alive here, we would have been able to get Baron and been able to maybe come back into the game. But now it's still kind of even where it is, and we still have a chance of winning, but it's just really hard. Here's another example of me just trying to control vision, and right here I should be looking for picks and any wards to go around to. And right here I see that Thresh and Elise are walking up, so I kind of just sit here. And it's fine that they hook me if they want to go on me because my team's nearby and they're going to flank. And so as long as I get the ult off and reposition all of them, then my team can do damage. My job as an initiator is not only to initiate, but to take a lot of damage and be able to get out. And because they went for a bad play on me, our team was able to pick up 2 kills there, which will help us stall out the game and have a better chance of winning. As for my item build, they don't have that much AP. It's mostly, I guess it's a mix. They have a lot of true damage, like Vayne, and then Gnar magic damage. And I didn't want to go any more MR because I already had Locket and we had double Locket, so I was going to go Thornmail next. I think a good item for me to build would be Randuin's and Spirit Visage, but this game I just felt right to build these items, even though they weren't right. The Trinity Force of Wards right here. Couldn't even get them all. Unfortunately, in this game, even though we had a pretty good chance of coming back, in the end, I get caught. It seems to be a reoccurring theme for a lot of my solo queue games where I get caught and I throw the game, and now we just lose. Um, Really sucks that it happened that way, where the team worked so hard and I failed. But uh, the main idea of this video was that there is potential to come back, and people always throw in solo queue, and the way you do it is by playing for vision, looking for picks, looking for good engages, and trying not to like make too many mistakes, just not being greedy, not overstaying, and not doing more stuff. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I pray that I don't have more games like these. Holy moly. I mean, in a way where I play this badly, or, well, they just played it really well, that's all. But yeah, thanks for watching.